Your kitchen can be clean and still feel tired. You may wipe the counter after dinner. You may put the dishes away. You may even look around and think, there is no real mess here. But then your eyes stop on the oil bottle beside the stove, the receipt near the fruit bowl, the charger cable beside the cutting board, the small appliance you used once last week, and the bag that is waiting to be folded. The counter is clean, but it is still speaking. Hello, I am Emmy.
Let's set everything down right here on the counter.
12 things many calm Japanese kitchens try not to keep on the counter. The goal is not a perfect kitchen. The goal is a counter with one clear job. It should be ready to receive the next action. A carrot, a bowl of rice, a cup of tea, your hands when you are tired. When the counter becomes a waiting room for small decisions, cooking feels heavier before you even begin. So today is not about deep cleaning. It is about removing
This toaster
the things
oven
that keep
is
asking your
my
attention
favorite
to come
feature
back.
of the kitchen.
The first thing is the appliance lineup. A toaster, blender, rice cooker, kettle, mixer, coffee machine, and air fryer can slowly form a wall across the counter. Each one may be useful, but if all of them stay out every day, the kitchen begins to feel as if it has no open breath. In many small Japanese homes, space has to earn its place each day. A tool that is used every morning may stay out. A tool used once a week often returns to a shelf, cabinet, or low corner. Try this gently. Do not begin with all appliances. Choose one machine that has not moved in 7 days. Put it away for 1 week. If you miss it, bring it back. If the counter feels lighter, you have learned something about your real rhythm. The second thing is paper. Receipts, grocery lists, delivery menus, coupons, school notes, and envelopes look small, but paper carries unfinished decisions. Keep this, read this, pay this, remember this. Paper is one of the fastest ways a clean counter becomes mentally noisy. Give paper a place before it reaches the kitchen. It can be a small tray near the entryway, a folder on a desk, or one basket that is cleared every evening. The counter should not become the family office unless you have chosen it for that purpose. The third thing is a damp cloth or sponge left in the open. This is a small detail, but it changes the feeling of the room. A damp cloth beside the sink can make the whole counter feel unfinished. It says, cleaning happened, but it did not close. After wiping, rinse the cloth, squeeze it firmly, and hang it where air can move around it. If you use a sponge, give it a raised holder or a small dish near the sink. The point is simple. Wet things need an end position. When the cloth has a resting place, the kitchen feels less like a task paused in the middle. The fourth thing is scattered oil and sauce bottles. Soy sauce, olive oil, vinegar, salt, pepper, sesame oil, chili sauce. 1 bottle is useful. 7 bottles spread across the counter begin to look like a small crowd. If you cook with them daily, keep them together on one tray. A tray creates a boundary. It says, these belong here. Without a tray, each bottle becomes its own little decision. This is one of my favorite small resets, because it does not ask you to own less immediately. It asks the objects to stand together. The fifth thing is food left out, so you will remember it. A banana getting too ripe, bread that should be eaten tomorrow, a jar that needs to be used, a snack bag that should not disappear into the pantry. This habit feels practical, but it often turns the counter into a reminder board. The food is no longer only food. It becomes a quiet instruction. Try 1 visible food place, a small bowl for fruit, 1 plate for bread, 1 clear shelf in the fridge for use soon items. When everything is left out to be remembered, the kitchen cannot rest. The sixth thing is shopping bags. Reusable bags are useful. But after groceries, they often remain on a chair, a hook, or the counter. They carry the feeling of errands that did not fully end. Fold them as the last step of putting groceries away. Keep one bag by the door if you use it daily. Put the others in one place where they wait for the next trip. The kitchen counter should not store the outside world longer than it needs to. The seventh thing is the phone charger. Many people charge the phone in the kitchen because the outlet is easy, but the cable brings messages, notifications, and the small habit of checking into the cooking space. If possible, move charging to a hallway, desk, or living room shelf. If the kitchen must be the charging place, give the phone one corner away from the cutting board, stove, and sink. A kitchen feels calmer when dinner tools and attention tools stop tangling together. The eighth thing is duplicate mugs and daily cups. 1 cup of tea on the counter can feel warm. 4 cups from different moments of the day feel like the day has been scattered into the room. Try a cup return rule. When you leave the kitchen, take 1 cup back to the sink or dishwasher. If you have many mugs on open display, choose the 2 you use most, and let the rest live behind a cabinet door. This is not about hiding beauty. A favorite ceramic cup can make a kitchen feel kind, but too many cups can turn kindness into clutter. The 9th thing is vitamins and medicine. Many people keep bottles on the counter so they will not forget them. The problem is that these bottles often carry a small pressure every time you see them. Take this, remember this, fix this. If you need a daily reminder, use 1 small tray in a defined place, or pair the habit with a cup you already use every morning. If the bottle is not part of cooking, it may not need to live beside the salt, tea, and rice. The counter becomes lighter when it stops holding every kind of responsibility. The 10th thing is visible cleaning spray. Cleaning spray feels useful on the counter because it is ready, but when the bottle stays visible all day, the room can feel as if it is always almost dirty. Keep 1 cleaning caddy under the sink, inside a cabinet, or on a lower shelf. If you wipe the counter often, keep a small cloth accessible, but let the spray return home after use. A peaceful kitchen does not need to show every tool that keeps it peaceful. The 11th thing is decoration that blocks work. A plant, a small ceramic dish, a candle, a framed print. These can make the kitchen feel personal. But if the decoration sits where your knife, bowl, or elbow needs to go, it becomes friction. In a small kitchen, beauty often works best at the edge. A windowsill, a narrow shelf, 1 corner that does not interrupt cooking. Ask 1 question. Does this object make the kitchen easier to use, or does it ask me to move it before I can begin? The 12th thing is anything that prevents 1 clear preparation zone. This is the heart of the whole practice. You do not need the entire counter empty. You do not need a kitchen that looks like no one lives there. But you do need 1 clear place where the next action can land. 1 square for chopping. 1 square for setting down a bowl. 1 square where tomorrow morning does not have to begin by pushing yesterday aside. Tonight, before you leave the kitchen, choose 1 part of the counter and clear only that, not the whole room, not every cabinet, 1 preparation zone. Move the bottle back to its tray, fold the bag, hang the cloth, put the paper where paper belongs, then stop. There is a quiet Japanese feeling called yutori. It means a kind of spaciousness, a little room to move without rushing. A counter can have yutori too, not because it is empty, but because it is ready. When you walk into the kitchen tomorrow, let there be 1 place that does not ask anything from you. Let it receive your hands gently,